if suddenly your daily routine changed without warning? Your usual route to school was blocked, your favourite meal was replaced with something new, and the rules of a game changed halfway through. For some children, these situations aren't just frustrating, they can feel overwhelming. Some brains thrive on structure, predictability, and routine, and others struggle with focus, organisation, and memory, making change even harder. Flexible thinking and executive functioning help us adapt to change, organise our thoughts, and control our impulses.
A way of describing or explaining executive functions is to think about air traffic control in an airport. Air traffic control manages all the flights that take off at any one time. It decides which runway they take off from, but also it manages the flights that are landing and all the flights that are circling the airport and those that have already gone, maintaining communication. Our brain does a similar operation, and it does that by using a number of functions that we refer to with the expression executive functions. There are a number of executive functions that we use whilst we in our daily life, and the main purpose of executive functions is to respond and adapt quite quickly to what is going on around us.
Some children find this easier than others. For those with a more rigid thinking style, sudden changes can feel stressful or even distressing. But that doesn't mean they can't adapt. It just means they might need more support. A common myth is that children who resist change are just being stubborn or difficult. But rigid thinking isn't about defiance. It's about feeling safe and in control. When the world feels unpredictable, routines and patterns help make sense of it. So instead of expecting children to just go with the flow, we can understand why structure matters to them. In the 1970s, researchers ran a simple test on children. They placed a marshmallow in front of them and said, if you wait, you'll get 2 marshmallows instead of 1. Some children waited, others ate the marshmallow immediately. But what does this have to do with neurodiversity? It turns out that waiting isn't just about willpower. It's about executive functioning, the part of the brain that helps with planning, impulse control, and adapting to change. For some children, especially those with ADHD or autism, these skills develop differently. That's why transitions, routines, and structured support can make such a big difference.
Executive functions are key for our learning, both learning that takes place in school, but also learning that takes place through experiences, what we normally call experiential learning. Functions or executive functions such as working memory, so the memory that we use for a very short period of time, the ability to pay attention, and the ability to think about solutions to problems creatively are really, really important for our everyday learning.
The good news? There are ways of helping children develop flexible thinking and strengthen their executive function without forcing them into discomfort. Giving advance warnings before transitions, using visual schedules, and creating structured environments can make change feel more manageable.
For example, a breakfast routine which might involve the choice of a number of food options, or a bedtime routine which might involve a number of actions and therefore a sequence of actions, might be difficult for some children. In these cases, a structured routine accompanied by a visual schedule might be really helpful.
I think for my child, it's a definite letting her know what's about to happen. So each day, each evening, part of the bedtime routine is that she will say, what are we doing tomorrow? What's happening tomorrow and next? And it's kind of, when she was small, it would be and next, and it's grown into this whole, what is tomorrow? So we break down the day, whether it's school or weekend, she needs to know about each moment. Not in great detail, but just so that she can anticipate and visualize her day. she will respond well if she's involved in choices and what will take place that day. So if we are going to go for a picnic, what kind of thing would you like to eat? It's that connection and being with stuff again. So choices, giving her a chance to anticipate what the day holds and just being involved, you know, being validated in your opinion counts in this, I think really lets her know where she stands in everything.
For children with executive function challenges, strategies like breaking tasks into smaller steps, using checklists, and providing extra processing time can be life-changing. And most importantly, we can respect that some children will always need more routine, and that's completely okay. The world doesn't always work in predictable ways, but that doesn't mean we can't create environments that help children feel secure and supported.